Hello and welcome to episode 20 of my retrospective look at TT Games LEGO games of the past. Now hopefully you've had a chance to watch the rest of the series and are enjoying them. If you are one of the many people that are watching the series over on the IGTV channel over on Instagram, then please don't forget to pop over to YouTube and subscribe if you like what you see. Now great news guys, you don't have to wait 10 months for a new episode, because only a couple of weeks after the series made a comeback on YouTube, I'm here once again with another retrospective, and it's episode 20. Now at this milestone, there's only one game worthy that I haven't already reviewed, that is, and it's a big one. So settle in people for a mind-blowing, franchise-mashing, genre-defining behemoth that is TT Games' crowning achievement, LEGO Dimensions. Given the size of this game though, this will be the first two-parter of the series, as this specific video will be solely on year 1. The next episode will of course focus on year 2. So, Skylanders did it well. Disney tried to copy it, but didn't really succeed. Nintendo had, and still have, their amiibos. But then, in 2015, TT Games joined the toys to life genre, and the game changed. Quite literally. Before LEGO hit the scene, the toys to life genre was a bit dull outside of the game itself. You buy the figures, you plug them in, you play the game, and that was about as much interaction as you got. There wasn't really any real value apart from as a collector's item. You added the figures, but it was just a gimmick. TT Games changed it all, thanks to their relationship with arguably the biggest name in toys, bringing a mixture of physical builds and virtual adventures together in one amazing game. LEGO Dimensions' tagline was "Break the rules," and that's exactly what they did. From the moment you opened the starter pack, it was very clear that this wasn't a Disney Infinity ripoff. LEGO Dimensions brought something unique to the table, with a LEGO build required before you even got into the adventure. And what a build it was. The Portal, a beauty of a set in its own right, was a required build onto the main toy plate. What you don't realise at this early stage is just how pivotal to the gaming experience this 30-minute LEGO build actually was. Portal built, game in, it's time to get into the virtual adventure, and with Batman, Wildstar and Gandalf the Grey taking centre stage, this was always going to be fun. I had no idea just how superb this was actually going to turn out to be. The story itself is a fairly simple one, though it does help if you're a sci-fi fan. So, bad guy Lord Vortek. Now I have no idea why all LEGO meanies are lords, but that's for a different conversation. Vortek is voiced by screen legend Gary Oldman, and he's on a mission to merge the LEGO multiverse into one dimension to rule for himself. To do this, he must unite all of the foundation elements, key objects from each universe, such as Kryptonite, or Dorothy's Ruby Slippers, and the Ghostbusters PKE meter, etc, etc, etc. When Robin, Metalbeard and Frodo are sucked into Vortek's dimensional portals, our three heroes must unite and explore the multiverse, defeating all manner of bad guys and collecting the elements in order to stop Vortek's evil plan and save the multiverse. So, 2 minutes into the game and we've already established a LEGO multiverse which includes DC Comics, Lord of the Rings, the LEGO Movie, and a little bit randomly, The Wizard of Oz. This is just the tip of the iceberg, trust me. Each level of the story takes place in a different universe and opens up the largest array of licensed characters the world has ever seen. Seriously, even the multimedia giant that is Disney had to have been jealous of this lineup. I mean, in addition to those I've already mentioned, we got The Simpsons, which ironically is now owned by Disney, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Doctor Who, Scooby-Doo, Portal. That's not even all of them. To put it another way, this is geek heaven. It got even better when we get to year 2, but that's for another episode. Now, I cannot fully articulate the joy of hearing Batman say, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts," or Gandalf destroying Cybermen and Daleks with the Batmobile, the Doctor trying to explain time travel to Gandalf. I mean, this is all of my childhood dream scenarios all happening at once. The character models are superb, many of which we've either seen in previous LEGO games or are completely new. I mean, those weeping angels from Doctor Who, they are creepy even in LEGO form. Now, I'm just going to remind you for a second, I am only talking about the starter pack here, guys. There is so much more. The levels themselves are fantastically detailed, each bringing their own particular license to life, from the streets of Springfield to the Middle-earth city of Minas Tirith. I hope I pronounced that right, apologies if I haven't. The quality of each level is superb, and no two levels are the same. What is extremely impressive here as well is that there are actually slight differences in the animation and look of certain levels to fit the universe. So the Scooby-Doo level is a perfect example. While searching a haunted mansion with Scooby and the gang, all the visuals are sort of 1970s cartoon look. There's definitely a hint of Hanna-Barbera. Again, apologies on the pronunciation. And it just adds to the enjoyment. That all being said though, all this is pretty standard, it's pretty bulk standard for TT Games. They've been making games for a long time by this point, and they're pretty good at it. So how exactly is LEGO Dimensions a true game changer, I hear you ask? Well, unlike Disney Infinity, where you place the figure on the pad and you're off, never to touch it again unless you want to change characters, LEGO Dimension makes the pad a part of the game. The portal is its own character in a sense. As you progress through the story, you collect keystones. Each grant you powers to overcome certain puzzles in-game, but each also react differently to the toy pad. One, for example, allows you to shrink and grow a character by placing the figure on different parts of the pad. Another involves you turning each of the 3 characters into different colours and then matching them up to the colours on the different toy pad. This includes actually mixing them up, so if you need green, for example, part of the toy pad might be yellow, part of the toy pad might be blue, and you've got to mix the two together. It's this interactivity which, in my opinion as a parent, is genius. The, hey kids, let's put down the controller for a minute and use our brains to solve a real physical problem. I love it. It's just a brilliant way to not only vary the gameplay, but bring it into the physical world, and it also keeps younger players interested for a lot longer. Now, sticking with the physical building element, the vehicles and other accessories aren't one-trick ponies either. They can actually take a number of forms with new instructions unlocked in-game. The starter pack's Batmobile, for example, can be rebuilt into a train and a sonic bat ray, and once you've unlocked, you have the option at any time to bring up the instructions in the game, take the Batmobile apart, and build those extra creations. I should also point out that because all of the figures and accessories are actual LEGO, you can take them off the bases and use them outside with LEGO Dimensions, which is an extra win for LEGO fans right there. So far so good. We get an epic franchise mashing adventure through the LEGO Multiverse, and we have LEGO in the real world to assist Batman, Wildstar and Gandalf on their mission to save it. In terms of all the other in-game mechanics, it's a LEGO game through and through. You get the best of the standard from all the LEGO games that came from the era, including gold and red bricks and those all-important studs. Though in this case, you're using them to unlock instructions for the real-world builds. The biggest change to the in-game mechanics is actually the character roster. There isn't one. If you want more characters, you don't unlock them in-game, you physically buy the packs. Now, that might seem like a cheeky way for TT Games to make a load of extra cash, and trust me, the full collection was rather expensive. You can easily finish the game and enjoy many of the extras without spending a penny after the starter pack though. What you did get from the extra packs, however, was a lot. During year 1 of the game's release, essentially 2 types of add-on packs were released: Fun Packs and LEGO Packs. Both types of packs included new characters and accessories, but the level packs, unsurprisingly, included franchise-specific additional levels. What all the packs do give you, and it's the biggest win with getting a new character, was that it would unlock the franchise-specific open world. Back home in Simpsons, you've got instant access to an open world Springfield. Fancy a ghost-filled trip through New York? Grab yourself a Ghostbuster. With the starter pack, you've already got 3 open worlds available anyway, so you've got DC, Lord of the Rings and the LEGO Movie, but with a few add-on packs, you've got hours upon hours of additional play in-game. And of course, in some cases, you're also getting a one-of-a-kind LEGO minifigure in the add-on pack as well. More on that when we get to the year 2 releases though. Audio-wise, for the most part, it is superb, featuring appropriate soundtracks depending on which dimension you're in. Whether you're in the light jazz of 1970s Scooby-Doo, the full, not just the one tune, soundtrack of Ghostbusters, or Doctor Who's iconic theme, it only adds value to the already brilliant experience. I should point out as well, if you are a fan of the Time Lord, you get every single Doctor to play with this add-on pack, up to Peter Capaldi at least, as well as even the appropriate decorated TARDIS to explore. Seriously, I'll do a separate video on this pack alone, trust me, if you're a fan of Doctor Who, it's awesome. Unsurprisingly though, there is one letdown, and it is in the audio. Sadly, there are a few occasions through the LEGO Dimensions where the sound clips, especially on the Ghostbusters level, really aren't at the quality you would expect from a LEGO game. It's obviously difficult to use the original cast given that Harold Ramis has sadly passed away, but it would have been better to use an impressionist rather than taking 1980s direct from movie audio in my opinion. Luckily, that one criticism is in no way going to derail the enjoyable experience you get. This game is amazing. Now, overall, LEGO Dimensions was and still remains the best example of what the Toys to Games genre had the potential to be. I was genuinely sad the day that TT Games announced they were making no more sets for this game. It went on for so long and I wish it had just kept going. The plethora of licensed content is a true representation of just how powerful a brand LEGO really is, and TT Games more than justified the trust that these companies put into this game. My love for LEGO Dimensions comes not just from being a geek and loving most of these franchises, if not all of them, though that is a big part, but also as a parent and how LEGO and TT Games have not only created an entertaining product, but also one that is thought-provoking and sees kids actually playing with real toys in the process. Anyway, while I could go on talking about this game forever, and trust me, there will be follow-up videos, seriously, there is so much to talk about on this. I will leave it there for this video. Remember guys, this is just year one, and there is so much to talk about. I do want to do additional videos on the add-on packs because I got them all, so we'll look at doing that at some point. But the next video will be on basically the advances that year 2 made for the game and what franchises were available in that. For now though, I hope you've enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button and do subscribe if you haven't already. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to check out the rest of the series as well. Please do comment, let me know what you think of this game. If you've played it, if you owned it at one point, share what's your favourite franchise in this game. I'd love to know. Anyway, I'll be back very soon with another video. For now though, thanks for watching, bye bye.